Oh my God, have I been talking this whole time without you guys being able to hear me? Oh, sorry, Brand is rubbing off on me. I was just saying hi to everybody. Sorry about that. Oh my, it's been a while since I've been on here. I missed you too, Brooke. So I was just going to discuss a little bit about Shelley and what she's currently trying to do. Hi, Pixie. Thanks for stopping by. Um, so she recently did a video. I think I watched it. I think it was from yesterday. Could be today. I don't know. Um, it is a whole problem, Brooke. And she's on there posting under her video. Well, I'll just bring it up. So the first one I'm going to share is Amanda's page. Let me see if I can. Hopefully, you guys can read that. Pixie, I'm good. How are you? Hi, Watcher. Exactly. Um, Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm gonna try get it as big as I can. There we go. That should work. So she's basically on here saying, she says, also, I want to add that I don't care what others are saying about me, but if my kids are being talked about, I'm being doxxed, my kids' pictures are being shown, or their social media, etc., or anything about what happened in my home in November of 2025, please let me know so I can document and move forward legally because despite my anxiety, I am done backing down when my kids are used against me on this app. So please let me know if anyone sees something that is about my kids or puts anyone in my family in danger or our privacy is violated. This will be the year I move forward legally for real. So if you've watched Bliss's most recent um, no, maybe it wasn't her most recent. Yes, it might be in the comments. Bliss had stated the like basically the same thing. So we kind of know that she's watching, um, at least Bliss, right? Bliss, had commented to me that, if I see anything about her kids, to please let her know. Yeah, yes, exactly. And Shelley, you have exploited your own kids. You've told how many people what happened in November? Um, Like your kids? Oh, thanks, Cindy. Have a good night. Your kids and their social media, like I don't know anybody that knows what their social media is. Um, but nobody's been talking about your kids. You've done it. Like you've even accused people of wrongfully doing things. Bliss never shared anything about your kids. She's also out here uh, in comments under sock accounts. So once again, she's lying to her subs by saying that she's not in the drama anymore. And if we go to, of course, she's deleted her comments from Shannon's, but if we go to Shannon's community page, again, I'll try and make it. Um, she was commenting on Shannon's video. Right, but she's never said the name of it, not that I know of. Hi, PF. How are you? Um, so this prisoner of life 2025, she admits that she's Shelley, and this same account was in Shannon's comments on her one of her most recent shorts, I believe it was that that she did, and Shelley was in there, or this account, which we now know is definitely Shelley, even though it was suspected. Um, we now know that it was Shelley. She's in there commenting, calling Shannon Bliss Jr., and you're not sure on what? You're not sure that it's her? I'm pretty sure it is her. Oh, okay. You helped find it? Sorry, I'm out of the loop on where it came from. Um, so while Shelley Abbott's name is not out there, her many of her sock accounts names are there. And she's not telling her subs, right, Brooke? She said that it's an old account that she had. Let me see if there's more to it on the next page. Yes, she explains that she's that account, but not the other one. Oh, really, Steph? Because Shannon has it up where it's Shelley admitting to being her. So what makes you think that it might not be Shelley? The prisoner of life is two different accounts. Someone will have to explain that to me. I'm not following because this clearly shows us that it was the same account. And I really hate that she's out here gaslighting her subs into thinking that she's not into the drama anymore when that's not true. She's still in there, but she's doing it under fake accounts. Yeah. See, all of her comments though are now deleted from Shannon's channel. There's one that in the past. Okay, so there was one created in April of this year. Okay, you're sure that you're not mistaking it with um Prisoner of Lies? Because I know that account existed. Yeah. Can I have two different right? I mean, I'm not really asking why she's doing it. I mean, we know it's for attention, but it's time to leave others alone. Nobody's even talking about Shelley. Okay, so you think, yeah, that she does need to do, Betty. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know about Shelley being the claymation account. Yeah, so when I saw Amanda's post, I went over and I watched her current video, and she's still talking about it. Like maybe not in depth, but she's still going on and on. Like people are sick of hearing it. If you're out of the drama, just stop. Hmm. I mean, I think it's Shelley based on uh, the writing and that, but now I'm second guessing. If anybody wants to come up, there's the link. Yeah, it's been really quiet. Oh no, she knows better. Yeah, she definitely knows better than to mention your name, Bliss. Yeah, I agree. I agree, Betty. Um, Steph, I think you have to turn on your mic. It says device not connected. Yeah, there's no community. Mm, mm. Yeah, Shelley's the one that's talked about many people's kids. Yeah, I know what you mean, Shannon. Yeah, that's what I think so too, PF. I think that's who the claymation channel is. She doesn't need it. Yeah, no problem. Mm, I don't quite remember that stream specifically, Bliss. Yeah, exactly. That's why she can't show anything because it will. It's still 100% water. Yeah. Hey, Euphoria. Nice to see you. Great, it's putting garbage in their batteries. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yes, that I do remember, Bliss. That was gross. She spoke on so many people. Okay, we have stuff coming up. Hi, Steph.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, sorry, my bad. Apparently, it's been too long since I've done this, so I couldn't get it to work.
Oh, okay.
So I was just gonna say about that sock account. I'm not saying that it's like absolutely not her. Like, of course, it can be her. She's known to have a million sock accounts and cause issues for sure. But oh, sorry, my dog. 1 second. But I just think that it's like odd that from what I gather, and like correct me if I'm wrong, but what I gather is that this Prisoner of Life 2025 account was around when Shelley was making like tons of sock accounts, right? And then at some point, Shelley admitted to it hints where that screenshot came from, right? On that claymation
Right.
channel. Okay. But then this one that has been going around commenting, 'cause they commented on my stuff too, but this one that's been going around and commenting was created in April of this year, right? So my point is like, it seems a little odd that Shelley, who's had so many sock accounts, I mean, this girl has had like, I mean, tons. I have like some written down, just tons and tons of names of sock accounts that she's had, right?
Yeah.
Why would she create a new account with one of her previously chosen sock account names? Right? She would know that we would know that and figure that out. Especially she was so obsessive with that claymation channel, and in her own words, she said that she recorded everything off that channel, right? So she would
Right.
have known too that that claymation channel put up that screenshot, Cleo, saying that her admitting that she was that account. So it just seems like to me, and this is just like my current opinion, is that someone, and like keep in mind, Shelley is not lacking in people that do not like her, right?
Yeah.
From a few communities. And it just seems a little too on the nose for me that like Shelley would have all of these accounts and then she would go back, create a new one and use the same name of an old one, and then go around talking shit on all of our channels. It just seems like too on the nose. You know what I mean?
But don't you find that Shelley does a lot,
Like,
where she purposely wants people to know it's her?
I mean,
To,
I do think that Shelley likes a lot of attention. I certainly think she's watching everything. I think that like she's one of those people that, like, I said in my video, I truly think that it gives her some pleasure causing grief. Like, I think that she is that person. So yeah, I do think so, but there seems to be, and I could be wrong totally, but there just seems to be a disconnect that this sock account is created, that we have proof of is Shelley's old one, and then just leaving random stuff like all over people's channels. And it's not even diatribes like Shelley is used to writing. It's just like, it just seems to get like, want to get attention, or like, and I've seen this many times in this community, people making these accounts and stuff like this too. Is this another reason why it makes me think this way? That causes strife between people that are fighting, and it like keeps it going, or they do it to like create another storyline, throw people off, pretend to be someone they're not. Like, I've seen that a few times before. So it wouldn't surprise me. But I think if
right.
Shelley just wanted attention in this way, like she's done it in so many, she's done it in so many bad, crazy ways before. This seems a little muted, to be honest. So, I mean, I don't know. That's just my current opinion. Something's just like fishy to me.
I didn't really look that much into that channel. I don't know, it gave Shelley vibes right from
Right.
Jump.
I think that's the point, though. I think
Yeah.
the point is to give Shelley vibes so that, like, because it's been like relatively semi-quiet, right, the last few weeks.
Yeah.
Then this person starts popping up, and all of a sudden, we're talking about Shelley. Shelley is given a moment on her channel to be like the fucking perpetual victim, right? And be like, don't talk about my kids, all this, that, and the other, right? It just
Right.
seems like weird. Honestly, it seems like some weird person behind a sock pretending to be Shelley to cause fucking problems. But I mean, I could be wrong.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong too. It kind of it kind of I understand what you're saying, but at the same time it also jives with the way Shelley operates. And she's She's resuscitated several of her other sock accounts before, so it wouldn't surprise me if she did the same with this one. I, I don't know.
But like, what sock accounts can you tell me that she has resuscitated where they're the same name and a new account that was just created? Because if she's done that, I just don't know about it. But if by resuscitate you mean she's had a sock account that she like left laying around for a while and then decided to get back on her bullshit, you know what I mean, and go to that, or was it like a new account?
Right, I see what you're saying, and I can't answer that because I don't. That I don't know. That's not something that I ever really think to check.
Right. No, that makes total sense. And, like I said, I could be wrong. I just think it's like something seems fishy to me that the one of the two or three ones that she admitted to is created again. I don't know. Like, this just seems odd to me while she's like feigning innocence on her channel, trying to move on her channel and stuff like that. I mean, it's pretty easy to track. I don't know, but maybe she's doing it, wants the attention, but I don't know. That's just my two cents about it.
Yeah, I mean, and you could be right, I could be wrong. I mean, I guess time will tell because she usually does end up telling on herself. Um,
No, that's definitely true. I mean, like with Shelley, little
yeah,
things come out here and there. The more she keeps talking, like she keeps things to her chest so that she can just keep talking about something. That's very strange behavior for sure.
yeah. Well, she's a bizarre individual. We've all come to see that, you know.
Yeah, truly. I mean, I don't even think she's a bizarre individual. I think she's a sick individual. She's like super
Yeah.
sick. It's really crazy that she would also too be talking about having lawsuits and all this stuff, accusing people of talking about her kids, which isn't happening, right? But she also supports people, and like, when I had to get an RO, whatever, out of her mouth was how stupid it was and how stupid it was to go to court and blah 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 blah, and that was a terrible situation. And now all of a sudden, and she said that not too long ago again, and now she's just pretending that there's a situation happening that's not, and then sitting around saying she's going to take people to court. It's laughable, especially, of course, what she did to Amanda.
Yeah, yeah. And see, at the time that you were going through all that, I remember being in the group chat and her being sympathetic to the situation. And Shelley saying that she didn't want to go after those degenerates. That's not true because we all saw her in the chat um, where she was going to go like use legal action against them as well.
Right. But I think that was fake because according to her, like, I believe that Shelley was talking to those people from jump, like for a long time. That's the sense that I get. And I think that she was trying to like be friendly with everybody else, which is like quite contrary to like her issues with Anne and all of them. But she
Mm-hmm.
was trying to be friendly with us to get information, and ended up with a cease and desist and all of this other shit to go give information back to those people. So I don't even think that she wanted at all, personal opinion, that she ever wanted to seek legal action with those people. I think once they started like trashing her on their channel, trashing her husband, all that stuff, she sent them a little email and they got all cool. And then I believe my conspiracy is that she was like, well, we're cool now. I'm going to get some information from them for you to keep them on her side. That's just my personal opinion because I just think that's how she thinks.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that like she was ever going to pursue anything against those people. I think she's also chicken shit about that situation, but she was carrying back information for what to people she claimed abused her. Like, I don't know, something, we're missing something there that she's not telling us.
Right. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Hmm. Yeah,
So,
she could have been talking to them this whole time and we don't know.
I mean, she still is too, is the thing.
Yeah, she is again. Yeah.
So I don't really think she ever stopped. And that's her prerogative. She can talk to whoever she wants to. But what I certainly don't want to hear is her jumping on her channel, like feigning victim and all of this, that, and the other, talking about she's being a good person and shit like that when she literally supports abusers. Like, miss me all the way with that bullshit.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. Yeah. Um, maybe she doesn't. Steph is usually pretty on par with everything. I mean, and she doesn't say anything usually um without a good reason. But like I mean, she's saying that she could be wrong. It's just her conspiracy theory.
Yeah, for sure. I could absolutely be wrong. For sure. I mean, there is a screenshot of Shelley saying that this was one of her sock accounts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I understand that. I just find it really weird. I mean, that night that Shelley was in Tara's live chat and Tara kept blocking her. And I'm not kidding, Terry. This woman, Shelley, made a sock account. I saw a new sock account like every 2 minutes. It was so crazy. And I was watching it happen. And I would, when a new one would come in, I would go type the @ symbol, excuse me, in the search bar. And these accounts were made like that second. They weren't new. They weren't ones that were sitting around that she was just logging into. She was like making them as she was going. It was nuts. So I don't know that she would make a new one with a recycled name.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. She's because I mean, I've never met someone like this that goes through all these sock accounts to do all this stuff. Any of them, like that entire group, like they're so far from what I would have ever supported.
Yeah, no, I
The,
know. I mean, I get
you
that.
know, yeah. So I mean, you could be right. Shannon could be right. Bliss could be right. Euphoria. You know, um, who knows? I mean, right now we only have the screenshots to go by, right? And our own conspiracy theories.
Right. I guess I'm just saying, like, just keep into consider that it's not her or not her or whatever, but just keep in mind that, like, I've been around here for 6 years. I have seen so many socks. I have had them send me my private information in emails. I have had them try to pretend to be people I know. I mean, I have seen it all with just every time there's a situation with, like, you guys can think about it too. Every time there's a little falling out between a couple people or two people or whatever the case, there's always some new socks that come around, right? That happen to know everything, that try to stir the pot and all this, that, and the other. So it just doesn't surprise me. To me, it's giving very much like, I have seen this before. I have seen this before. And even if, Shelley has done so much crappy stuff and she's still doing it, again, specifically with Amanda currently, and then also accusing Bliss of like giving out her information and stuff like that, that this sock account seems so like nothing, right? It's just like, why is this
Yeah.
even here? When you step back and you look at it, it just seems like something that doesn't quite fit in. It just seems too on the nose. I don't know. But who knows?
Yeah. And like when I look at the grand scheme of things, I'm thinking of how many times it's happened right before my eyes and I didn't see it then, but I see it now. Do you know what I mean? So I tend to believe that, yeah, she did bring this channel back, and I believe there was a reason to do it.
And that's totally acceptable. I mean, I don't even think that that's like a crazy thought process. I don't think it's crazy like for you, Shannon, or anybody else to believe that's her. I mean, I totally get why. You know, you just always have to kind of keep your eye open around here. You know how it goes.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
It just seems so inconsequential too, because, you know, I don't know if you saw when they were came and commented in mine, is it was so small. It was one sentence, and it was something that directly Shelley said. It was when she said she was calling me a cop with my citations. And that's all that the person wrote. They were like, oh, here comes the citations from the cop or something like that, right? That was it.
Right.
So, like, Shelley wants a big bang and she wants attention and stuff like that. Like, that seems, considering all the things that she has done, that we know she's done, that seems so pedestrian. It just seems like, okay, well, you made this identifiable sock. You knew you might get blocked, and you step up to bat, and your swing is just this one sentence that is clearly identifiable as Shelley. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
It just seemed like it was trying just way too hard.
Yeah. Hmm. Definitely some food for thought. And that's why I don't usually, like to I don't want to do reactions to like, any of someone's content usually because, I don't get into detail um the way some people do on here. And I realize that receipts are important and it's just not something I want to spend my time doing.
I mean, that's really understandable. I went. That's why I never. This is the first time I've streamed in, I don't know, like how long it's been, like over a year or something.
Yeah, it's been a
And
while.
I just don't, with everything going on in my life and stuff like that, I just like don't have the time. I just like to come in and say what I want to say, because a lot does go into it. Like, when I first came on YouTube and I was dealing with Tira and then with Calissa and everybody, it was like I was put in this position where I had to like prove my innocence with things over and over and over again. And I had to just like carry all these screenshots and everything like that. And it can become a lot, just takes up a lot of time.
Yeah, it does. It does. I've seen what you put into yours. Bushwatcher, that's it. That's a good question. I think they'd both.
Does she want the blowback from me and Bliss?
I, from you versus Bliss, etc.
Like me and Bliss going at it, or just like
No,
Shelley the
Shelley,
blowback from? Oh, okay.
you and Shelley or
I mean, I
Bliss.
wouldn't. I wouldn't. Would you?
No.
Let's just be honest. I wouldn't either. I mean, I think Bliss and I are alike in the fact that we're very resilient people who like to get our point across. And, I think very much so that I don't like to be told that I'm something I'm not, or I did something that I didn't do, especially when it's salacious, because it's always just something so crazy salacious that people say that are just so insane and out of the box, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't want that if I was Shelley. Her timing with not talking all of a sudden, making enemy with Bliss, and then she's always known that I have not liked her. She's always known that, but I never really spoke on her. So it
Right.
just seemed like interesting timing of her being like, oh, now I'm just gonna sell like bras and whatever candles or some whatever injections or that she does. I don't know.
I rebrand. Um, are we allowed to share pictures on here that we find on a video?
Yeah, like on a YouTube video.
Yeah. So if I found a picture off
Yeah.
of we're allowed to share it?
Yeah, listen, also I see this a lot too. There's a lot of misconceptions with what you can share, and people like Shelley will try to intimidate you, or like Anne will try to intimidate you and stuff like that. But it is fair use. Whatever is put on there, as long as it's not like nudity or something, right? Whoever puts whatever on videos, that becomes public. You make that stuff public. Now, if there's a second like moment where you need to be discerning and say, I don't want to show this picture because it could cause harm, further than I want it to, then, I wouldn't show it. Right. But as far as like TOS goes, yes, you can.
I don't think it would cause harm. I mean, it's good for a laugh. That's for sure.
I
Let me
think,
just,
I think you would be fine to show whatever it is.
all right.
That's totally understandable, PF. And I see you, Shannon, too. Like, if you totally disagree, that's fine. I said I could be wrong about that situation. It's just kind of what I'm feeling right now. And it's, what is
Shelley,
that?
Shelley, Shelley, you remember? You didn't think the camera caught your arse? The pants were so tight, they're splitting.
Um,
Boy.
she may, PF, you may be right. I don't know. But the thing about the situation with Bliss was like so shocking to me, because to me it seemed like she had this opportunity to become friends with Bliss. So if that was like the object of her affection or whatever, she had this opportunity, but she totally came in with a wrecking ball and just like, knocked it down. So if you mean she wanted negative attention from Bliss, maybe. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I think she was planted after the way everything went down because none of those people were commenting on her content for a while until she came over on this side again. And then once that ended, now they're all in her comments again. Well, they were briefly, but
But who is like all? What do you mean by all? Because this lady literally has 3 people commenting on her channel.
yeah, so people like
You mean that like the
Black
evil
Wolf.
people? Oh, that crazy motherfucker.
Yeah.
I mean, but like, who cares? That guy is a fucking Looney Tune. Seriously, I do not care. I don't care what that guy has to say. Didn't he just like get banned from like a court ruling or something?
Yeah, I don't know what ended up
I don't either, and
happening.
I don't care. If that wants to be her friends or whoever her friends are, that seems to fit to me. That does not surprise me.
Yeah. Yeah, she didn't get anything. Drive engagement to, oh, that, I mean, that's possible too, right?
What are my thoughts?
Yeah.
What are my thoughts on KKK Coley calling me out? You guys, you guys. Coley has a TikTok now, and she is talking about various people in this community on her TikToks, which also she's not getting any views from that either. Okay. She's making like AI content and trying to pretend that she's some sort of like successful social media person by making shorts, giving people advice how to grow their views and stuff. And she'll have like 2 hearts on a video. It's so sad. But I don't really think she's calling me out. She can't call me out on anything, but it's just she's a lunatic. Sometimes she's funny to me.
But she's telling you that she's willing to go toe to toe with you, right?
I have asked Coley and challenged Coley to be on panel with me for years.
Okay.
4 years. That would never, ever happen whatsoever. Coley would never, I mean, I'm still open to it, but she would never, ever do that.
Yeah.
Ever.
So yeah, same
And
thing she's always done.
the stuff that like she's talking about too is so crazy. Like she's yelling into the camera saying, Steph, where's the exposed video? Where's the exposed video? It's like I've exposed her for years, so I don't really know what she's talking about. That's the thing with
Yeah.
Julie. You can't even figure out what she's talking about. But I don't think her intention with being on TikTok and trying to bring this community over there is to necessarily go toe to toe with me or anything. I think she's trying to start a platform on TikTok by being a call out to the people that have absolutely dog walked her ass without us around. And then she can just lie like she always does. It's quite
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah. No, I mean, she can say what she wants. I don't even bother going over there anymore because it's just always the same shit. I'm bored. I'm bored with Coley.
Understandable. I think it's so funny.
Yeah.
She's so funny to me because she just doesn't even make sense. But she just constantly puts her foot in her mouth so she's easy to talk about.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah.
So I don't really there's no real call out. Sorry, I runs with scissors. I don't really know what she would be calling me out for. She said she's gonna expose me. She's been saying that for I don't know 4 years. So I'm still waiting.
She did the same thing with Tira though. Like back in 2023 when she was when Roddy was her best friend, they supposedly had done this big long video about exposing Tira, and we waited like days and then weeks and it turned into months, and here we are years and that video is still never finished uploading.
She's done that forever. Or she'll say, when she jumps on and she's like, "Hey guys, I'm going live tonight," and then she never shows up.
I know.
It's so funny to me. Or my favorite is when she makes shorts when she goes out to the arcade with her family or something. She's like, "Tira, I'm out here touching grass." It's so stupid.
Hi Amanda. She's she's special.
Anyways, I'm gonna jump down, but thanks for letting me come up. Oh, hold on. My thoughts on BTU. My thoughts on BTU pretty much mimic most people. I think BTU is one of those kinds of people that confuse loyalty with making the right decision. All too often I hear a lot of people on here like Coley or Tira, whatever, talk about people being loyal to them. But what they really want is someone to like not challenge them, not say anything that they're doing is wrong or they have a problem or anything like that. And B has a long history of protecting people that shouldn't be protected. Like forever, like for example, with Sarah Jean. By the way, you guys, Sarah Jean, speaking of Coley, in all of her TikToks, she's been tagging Sarah Jean. I don't know why, but that's interesting. Neither here nor there. Sorry.
Oh.
But if you think about like the Sarah Jean situation, if you were around then, B was really cool with her. And then all of a sudden she's like, "Oh my God, my eyes are open now. You guys are right." Same thing happened with like Coley. Same thing happened with like this person and this person and this person. And she, can go and like make videos or do lives criticizing some people. But when people that are in close proximity to her do outlandish things or horrible things, she will never, ever say anything about it. And I don't want to hear the excuse of like, "Oh, they're my friend. I'll tell them in private." No, fuck that. It doesn't roll that way around here. It just does not work that way around here, especially when she expected me to do the same thing to people that I called friends. So it's just hypocritical. But like Tara, for example, she never through the whole years would like check Tara or say what Tara did was wrong. And she's doing the same thing for Anne that she's done for Tara, that she's done for this person, that she's done for that person. And so I don't respect her because I just don't operate like that. So that's my opinion about her.
Yeah, I don't respect her either anymore. I did at one point, and I put too much trust into her. Um, yeah, she's a chameleon. Like she slithers in and out, changing colors all along the way.
I think you give her too much credit. I don't think she's a chameleon. I think she's just like she's portrays herself to be some nice lady from Texas who somehow ended up in this community and is always kind of lightly involved, but never the person that has really ever done anything wrong until recently. And all these years she's made commentary on other people, things that they've done wrong, whether she was right or wrong, right? But the moment she finally got true, like she fucked up and she got true criticism, it's, oh, I don't want to involve myself with this. I've moved on. I'm better than this. Here's a Bible quote. Me and my friends are good over here, avoidance bullshit that I just don't respect. And that's not to say that like, you know, being in drama is the answer, but it just seems real convenient to me that now all of a sudden you don't have anything to say. You don't have nothing to say about what people are saying, because just weeks before that all started with B, she was in my comment section with Chicago and others pressing up on me for telling someone I considered a friend the truth. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it, B. I just really don't. So like, I mean, I guess good for you, like chill with your friends, but you don't have a spine. You don't have the wherewithal to take any accountability, which is just a huge character flaw, in my opinion. And ignoring something that's happening is also just, it's super weak to me. It's just so weak.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. She's done a lot more than what people think. But I mean, I'm not going to get into that.
I mean, I'm
I just,
sure it wouldn't surprise me. Honestly, nothing around here surprises me. Nothing around here really
yeah.
surprises me. But, you know, stop.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. Plus, they didn't treat Melissa very well either. So I don't know what they're talking about, that they need respect when they're in the hospital. Someone's in the hospital. Someone sneezed wrong and broke a rib, and this thing happened and that thing happened. And like, I'm sorry all those things happen, but that's life. It's just life. Marissa, I mean, not Marissa, excuse me, Melissa straight out told them, I'm going through something really bad right now. And they've just fucking jumped her. So she can get fucked as far as I'm concerned. Sorry,
Yeah.
had to say that.
No,
Just
no,
get,
it's true. Like they were all, it was wrong. They were all cruel. Um,
yeah. And too, not for nothing. Like, this wasn't talked about enough, okay? But Anne was talking about, oh, I was just venting to my friends. No, she wasn't. She had an audience of people that were not friends with Abby, without Abby around, throwing shade after shade after shade after shade against someone that she considered to be her best friend, okay? Anne made a video with her, and then a day later she's in group chats talking shit about her to people who aren't friends with her, and she's not even in the room. Like, I'm sorry, that's not a friend. You're not a friend. You want an audience. And one thing about Anne, she loves an audience. Does she not?
yeah, she does. Um, and looking back, when I went back and I rewatched Abby's video, and I thought, wow, like, she really nails it with Anne. She clearly really knows her. Um, yeah, Anne and Shelley go well together because they both need a lot of attention. They were both heavy on the voice chats. Um, and looking back, yeah, I think she was she was mentioning Abby way too much. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and even if it wasn't her, like just take the people out of the situation, right? If you like every single person put yourself in that situation, you're a person who has a muddied history with one of your closest friends where you know that they are constantly talking crap about you, and you have had conversations with them and said, hey, I thought we moved on, are we good? And they say yes, and then it turns out that you're always being talked about when you're not there. Who would not be upset by that? It's
Yeah,
just
exactly.
nuts to me. That is so crazy to me. Like I would want to know. And then Anne went around and like on her videos, she would like subliminally say like, which was to me like insinuating that Melissa had said things about me. She even said when Anne first came into my DM years ago, she knew that I was cool with Abby. And I don't think she liked that or that she wanted to join in, right? And she was like telling me that also Abby had talked about me behind my back and stuff like that. So please, Anne, miss me. She's done the same exact thing. She's done the same exact thing. And I don't care about her therapy. I don't care if she says she's changed. The point is, Anne, you have people that you have done wrong that you have, I know for a fact, did not apologize to. Okay. I've seen the proof. Did
Yeah,
not take accountability for, and then just slithered away while you make these videos when you're talking about, I'm just so above the drama. You know, I'm just too old. While I walk by these trees, look at this beautiful graffiti. Yeah, I used to be bad. Look at my old gang photos, but now I'm good. Like, stop it. Like, literally stop it. Literally stop it.
yeah. Did you can you see Bliss's comment on the
Hold on.
screen?
Someone messaged me. Someone Okay, that she wanted to panel with you and come clean, and so you
Yep,
dropped for the live.
yep,
That's interesting.
yep.
Come clean
And
about what? Like, did you ask her about what? Or you were just like, or you didn't respond? I mean, I would like to know what she wants to come clean about, because I know for a fact too that Ann talked mad shit about me, and I never did anything to her. I never did one thing to her. So, you know, which is fine. Like, trust me, no love lost, whatever. But I replied to the person that messaged me and said, okay, the link will be dropped. Well, I mean, I don't know. She also a while back, when other things were going on, I had also told Anne that she could come panel with me, and it was told to me that Anne said, um, that why would she go to that stupid, ridiculous live and blah 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 blah. Meanwhile, she was messaging me when I was dealing with the court stuff. She's messaging me being like, "Oh, I miss talking to you," and all kinds of shit. It's just like she has weird behavior. But I always told her to her face, like, I don't this is what I don't like that you've done. This is what I heard. I'm going to keep it real with you, because I think Anne is a person too that really likes control and likes to control the narrative. And she does not like being spoken about like in a negative light publicly. But also too, I found it's still on the internet. You know, her husband has a channel on here.
her
And
ex-husband?
yeah, and there's video on there of him talking. He made this a couple of years ago. There's a video on there of him saying like not to trust Anne, that she's just worried about clicks and views, that, you know, she's a good person, but she has a lot of bad attributes about her, and she doesn't care. His name is called Mr. Clickety or something like that on here. And this was like 2 years ago. And then a year ago, because I just saw the channel recently, but again recently, I saw it in the past. But then a year ago, he uploaded another short just saying that he wanted to see if his channel still worked, because his intention for the channel was to talk about Anne.
Okay. Didn't know that. Hey, Bliss, how are you?
Hey, Terry. Hey, Steph. I
Hey,
just didn't want to type it all from the chat. It's annoying, but I can't stay up long. But I just wanted to explain it because I think I did mention it the last live. I don't think I said her name though, and it wasn't like I don't know. It wasn't outward. Like I could have explained it better. Hold on, there's a helicopter. I don't know if y'all hear it. Always a fucking helicopter. Anyway, so someone, I won't say who, someone messaged me behind the scenes and said that Anne wanted to come on my panel to basically come clean about things. Now, I can't even say if that was exactly her words, but that is what the person said to me. So I messaged back. I wasn't going to give Anne any attention, but I said, listen, like the links pretty much always dropped in my lives. Like if she's watching, click the link. So for the next 4 lives, I made sure that the link was pinned the entire time. And then the last live, because I just wanted to put this shit to bed, I was like, hey, like, I know someone wants to click the link. It's been pinned for the 4th time now. If you're going to click it, now is the time, because this is it. But she did message. Oh, sorry, y'all. She did message me. I didn't see it because it fell in like my IG request folder. And I finally, after a week, I went in to read it, and it was basically her saying that she wanted to panel up. I'm not going to read the whole thing. And I just never answered her because I already answered the other person. I'm like, why are you coming to me 2 weeks later when I told that person to tell you that the link's going to be pinned and you can come click it whenever? Like, and then that last time I messaged her that morning and I was like, again, the link will be pinned. Are you going to click it? Nothing.
Wow, eh?
How long ago was that, Bliss? Did you say?
I'll have to double check. I'm
But
awful
like
with time.
recently, in the last couple months.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, I mean, you guys were in the lives.
Oh,
I
okay.
think I did like 3 or 4 lives. Yeah, so I want to say April maybe.
And so
Yeah,
the
because you
thing is,
did.
sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. I was just going to say that, Bliss, you did tell her that that was her last opportunity
Yep.
that day to click the link.
I mean, I gave her a month,
Hmm.
like a whole fucking month. And I know I only go live once a week, so a month sounds probably a little more extreme. But I didn't reach out to her. She reached out to someone to reach out to me. I passed the message along. 2 weeks, nothing. And then I have a request message in my folder. It's fucking Ann saying the same thing. I'm like, well, the link has been pinned. Like, what more can I do? Like, I'm not going to. You wanted to do it. You reached out to someone to reach out to me. I'm not going to chase your ass. Click the fucking link. Like, you know?
That's weird, but that is tea. Because the thing is Anne in I don't really watch a lot of her videos, but you know how they have that little AI feature on the videos now. So like a couple of them that I clicked one day, I would just see like timestamps of like what she's talking about, and it's always the same stuff of her being like, "You just ignore it, just like ignore it, just like ignore it." But you know, you were gonna panel with someone, I understand, and I'm really curious as to like what this come clean has to do with it. Like, what does she mean by come clean?
Well, I mean, I know the truth. I've seen it firsthand. She knows the truth also. She can deny it all she wants. I've
Right.
heard all of her voice notes. I've seen all of her messages. I know that she screen recorded every one of Cindy's voice notes and passed it to that Sirens group chat. I've
Bro, that
seen it
was so
all.
gross, man. Like, for what? What was the reason, Anne? What was the reason?
I wish I could speak more in depth, but I just can't on certain topics. But I
Yeah, no, I
can't
understand.
express to people enough how she was the catalyst for completely fucking my shit up. She is the reason that everything for me a year and a half ago got fucked because of what she fucking did.
Man, well, you're better than me. I would talk about it. That's just me though. I just feel like I respect you, but I just feel like I don't owe anyone anything. Like I'm never going to be the person to put out information that, is crossing a line, show pictures I shouldn't, show things that I shouldn't, like that would hurt someone. But I don't owe anyone anything. And if you did this to me, I'm going to talk about it. It just is what it is.
Well, and I would typically totally agree with you, but it's not, I don't care about putting anyone out. I want to keep that 100. Like, I don't give a fuck. It's not about that though. It's more of a boundary for me personally, something that I made over a year ago. And I promised others too that are more important than me having to do that. I'm not going to go against what I set for myself just to prove something. Like, people know the truth, like, so I wish
No,
I
I
could.
totally get that. I get that for sure. And that, I mean, that's a good POV, I think, as well, So I understand the reasoning for it.
It would be some tea, though. You ain't lying. It would be some fucking tea.
I just wouldn't be surprised. Like, it just is over and over and over again. The most problematic people seem to be those that like have absolutely nothing going on. They're just at home all the time and they just get themselves involved in this like really bad stuff. But then it comes out and all of a sudden they're just like ignoring it and like, sure.
Yeah, the truth. I think these people are just so, like you said, they're bored. They're at home. They're probably not happy people. I'm sorry, I don't think Shelley is a happy person. She hasn't left her house in like 20 years. I
Definitely.
think Anne's probably somewhat the same way. And this is what I question. I can't even confidently say that she did what she did to be nefarious to me, but she had to have known that that was a definite possible consequence. So I want to know if she even realizes today what she caused me, if she realizes it and if she gives a fuck. Because like I never did anything to Anne. I was a supporter and a subscriber of Anne. Cindy and her were friends. So just like you just asked, why? Why? And we came to her, Cindy went to her. It wasn't like a favor for us, really. Like, we didn't reach out to her because we wanted something. We reached out to her with something we thought could help her too, you know? And that's what she fucking does.
Yeah, but it's also a pattern too, Bliss, because, I don't know if you remember, but how I kind of got into this community was when COVID happened. I started watching YouTube, and the very first person I ever started watching on YouTube was Anne. Like, no lie.
Wow.
And it just kind of trickled and trickled and trickled until I got here. But then Anne also like reached out to me as well when like we were dealing with the Calista stuff or whatever, and like got herself involved because, back then Tira was making crazy accusations about Anne and making lots of videos about Anne. And so then she just like ends up in this little community. But, Anne and I were pretty friendly for a while, like friendly, not friends, but like friendly.
Mm-hmm.
And then she also was talking shit about me and like being conniving as well. But that just seems to be who she is. I just think she's a fake person. How can a person know how to like treat someone else correctly when they are truly just worried about themselves? Do you know what I mean? Like, she's just always seems to me to be a person completely worried about herself, about her channel. Like, for example, I see Tira all the time sharing Anne's videos, being a member to Anne, being a member to BTU, but they're not members. They weren't members on her channel. They don't share things of hers. It's not reciprocal. And it was the same thing with Abby. It was the same thing with me. She like, that's just who she is.
Mm-hmm.
She just
Yeah, everything is transactional. There's
Yeah,
no
exactly.
two-sided friendship. It's all transactional. And I don't like to bring up Abby because that girl is just doing life and doing it so good, and she's so happy, and she's not involved in this fuck shit. But Anne, I've also seen the shit that you talked on Abby too. And ma'am, you are fucking foul. Just wow.
Yeah,
That's
can
all
you
I can say.
imagine, since you know what was said, can you imagine like your friend talking? Like, what if you saw that Cindy had said that and someone told you that? Wouldn't make you feel good.
It would be a dagger to the heart. And then
Right.
to go on with it, like you, it's not just that though. And then you lie about it, act like you're the victim in the situation, and then go on for multiple years fucking shitting on her.
She said, dude, she claimed she was set up. Can you answer, how does someone set you up to talk crap about your friend? How is that even possible? No one could set me up to talk shit about Melissa. That
Yeah.
would never happen.
Yep. Yeah, you're just showing yourself just by saying that. But you know what? People fall for it. People still think she's like the victim in that situation. It's
Oh,
wild.
because she is really, really good online. You got to give Anne that. Anne knows how to work her channel, even though her views are really fading. But like Anne knows how to work an audience. She absolutely does. She has a gift to talk to people, to reach people. She really does. Doesn't mean that it's real,
It's
but
all fake.
you can think of instances like that in real life, right? Where people who were charismatic, people who were leaders, people who had the gift of gab, and turning out to be not good people. Not that every one of them is, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I totally hear you. And you know what's even like, I've done a lot of deep diving on this. And the thing about these people, and like, I'm not fucking diagnosing anyone. I'm just saying there's something not right. Some kind of personality disorders going on with these people or something. I don't fucking know. But the sucky thing is, and a lot of people don't know, these kinds of people don't get better with therapy, because she's always talking about her therapy and shit. These people just learn how to be even more conniving and manipulating. They use those tactics to fake the funk even more, and then they're even better at it. And it's fucking scary.
I mean, I think this is what I think about it. I don't know about the therapy thing. Maybe you're right. But if you think about think about Tira and think about Anne, right? Anne has often said that she feels a softness for Tira because Tira reminds her of herself. She has said that many, many times. Now, if you think about like the kind of people that these are, things that they have been through in their life and stuff like that, these kind of people have had to be a certain way to survive in their life. And so I'll give them a little bit of credit for that. But at some point, that just doesn't include being a shit person to other people. But I think some of that like never died out in them whatsoever. That coupled with just their personalities just never died out in them.
Yeah, and that's where my curiosity comes in. Like, I want to know the why. I want to know why these people do these things. And I've been learning a lot, but still, like, how do these people sleep at night?
What if I told you, and this is kind of sick, but what if I told you that the answer was entertainment?
Yeah, that's been my only conclusion as well.
Yeah.
And it's sad, but that's just how I feel. That's entertainment. That's entertainment when you're that kind of person and you've got nothing going on in your life. It's like Shelley, right? My personal opinion is, like I've said, she gets off on how she treats people and seeing people upset and stuff like that. Like, I don't even think that me making video about Shelley or you talking about her or whomever really affects Shelley in the way of like makes her self-reflect or anything like that. I think she likes it. I think she likes getting people riled up, make them angry, right? It's her only source of entertainment, true entertainment. And I think the same way of Anne.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Tara was that way too until it just ate her alive. Like, it's truly just like we're seeing the deterioration of a human being that has caused so much strife in their life that, you know, it's just like nowhere else to go.
Yeah.
But that's just pure entertainment.
I think Tara met her match and then started to burn out. And, you know, she's probably not well in real life either, so I'm sure that doesn't help. But Shelley, I'm going to address her real quick and I'm going to hop down. Shelley is, you're right, pure entertainment. She's attention seeking. She's been baiting us for weeks. I haven't said her name. I haven't spoken on her. She's been baiting us for weeks. She's just throwing all the shit at the wall to see what sticks to get a reaction. And I've done my best. And I'm going to be honest, Terry, like me and some of my girls were on like a strike with Shelley because we just didn't want to give her the attention. But then I saw your live and I was like, well, I'm breaking my strike because I'm going to come support my girl Terry. But Shelley, fuck you. Like, seriously, no one's speaking on your kids except for you, ma'am. Show one receipt. Where are all these people speaking on your kids? Show the receipt of where I shared your shit. Like, just stop, girl. It's kind of stalkerish because I did that live 2 days ago because someone else from another community mentioned my kids. And then I made that comment to Terry under the live. And then within hours, that's when Shelley makes that comment under her video. It's creepy. It's fucking creepy. Like, you can't even come up with your own grips anymore. You got to copy what other people are actually fucking going through. You
Yeah,
sick
of course
bitch.
she does. Of course she does, dude. She ain't got, literally, she made a community post today. And I mean, this is kind of shady, but she made a community post talking about go outside, get outside. Like, I don't need an agoraphobe to tell me to go outside. And the reason why I point this out, is because it's indicative of Shelley's behavior. She's sitting on there. It like mirrors her, you know, online behavior. She sits online talking about be positive, don't be a grumpy gummy bear, be this, be that. And like, she is doing the most horrible shit in real life. Like, this disconnect that she has going on to her reality it serves her no positive purpose whatsoever. Doesn't serve her well.
Yeah, that's just her cycle. And unfortunately, with her not being able to leave the house or have any like actual real life like connections, relationships, just opportunity to fucking socialize, someone like her is just going to continue this and it's going to be another Tira.
Girl, she's going to be on a Lifetime movie. Get real. The level of Shelley, like Shelley has surpassed, like, in my opinion, the kind of person she is mimics those of her friends. These are very dangerous, maniacal individuals that they find entertainment in being absolutely disgusting to human beings. It's so insane to me. It's so crazy to me. We're headed towards a Lifetime movie with that woman.
Yeah, it's really pathetic and sad when you really think about it. But anyways, yeah, Baby Reindeer 2 coming soon, y'all.
Well, I was gonna do one because I went through some of her old videos, and from the timestamps of stuff that she admitted to doing to myself and others, you know, like you guys and stuff, I went back and watched those videos around that time, and it is nuts. Like, there's one video where she's literally sitting on the porch with Mike, and she's talking about how people were accusing her of sending private information to those people. And the way she talks about it and the laughing and the giggling and all that shit. And then, you know, fast forward today, her admitting that she actually did it. I mean, that's sick. That's just so sick that you recorded yourself doing that, still up on her channel. You know what I mean? And then it comes to light that, yeah, you were doing all of this shit.
Wow. And just giggling about it. Yeah, maniacal. But yeah, these people are gross. I gotta hop down, y'all. Thank you for letting me come up.
Anytime.
I'll be in the chat.
Okay.
Terry, I'm going to get out of here too. Thank you for letting me pop up.
Yeah, no problem. All right, guys. Sorry I didn't keep up with the chat. The channel that. Oh, really? Hey, Rebrand. It's good to see you. Oh, sorry, guys. There's too much to go back and catch up on. I apologize. Yeah, it was nice. Are you coming up, Rebrand? Here's the link, just in case. Okay, what do we need to mention? Haven't been over on her channel in a while. I don't see much going on over there. Oh, it's been forever. Have a coffee. Yeah. Yeah, that's very likely. Yeah, exactly. Now she's got toothaches and in debt and yeah, wash, rinse, repeat. Shannon, I think this is the first time you've actually made my lives at night. For her teeth. Yeah, it's good to have you. Oh, that's a nice break. Well, I mean, um, Tracy exposed that she had roughly 25 stock accounts, right? Yep. She's got some new ones in there. Anybody else notice how that gut, I think his name was Gus, that Gus guy that was commenting on all of her shorts telling her she was beautiful and all that shit has gone missing? Oh yeah. Um because the channel that was Tracy's, yes, rebrand him. The channel that was Tracy's was connected to an email that address that was Tracy's because of the channel. Anyways, long story short, Tracy got all that back, and yeah, she showed all the a bunch of the sock accounts. Yeah, the veteran he just disappeared. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe it was Daddy Woo Woo. Yeah. Why? Oh yeah, big time busted. Yep. But other than that, like I don't think she's even been doing anything, right? Like she brags about the her subscriber count is up and that, but I mean, it doesn't matter that her subscriber count is up. There's nothing for them to watch. They're there for the shorts. Alrighty, guys, it's been an hour and a half. Actually, stayed longer than normal. But I'm going to get off for the night. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, you're late. Yep. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming and showing your support. Shelley, um, do better. Get a life. Apologize to Amanda. And yeah, stop worrying about people talking about you or your kids because none of us really give a shit anymore. You're a husband. Night, guys.